Now we want to use slope to describe the steepness of a straight line. Here is this is a line which is from goes up. The line goes up from left to right. Then we say this line has a positive slope. The line goes up from left to right. Then we say this line has a negative. Looking at a horizontal line, that means y-value will not change, right? As x changes, the slope of this line is y2. We have a vertical line, then the slope is undefined. So how to describe the steepness of the straight line? So you need to calculate the slope for the straight line. Then we compare the slope of the straight line. Then we can know which one is steeper, right? So this is the idea. Okay, so the formula for the if you have 2 points, for example, we have a straight line that has 2 points. This point is x1 and y1. That means x coordinate is x1, y coordinate is y1. We have another point which is x2, y2. So how to calculate the slope for this straight line? We just need to know 2 points on the line, then the slope slope for a straight line, the slope can be calculated by the y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so the y2 minus y1 is actually the y change, right? Y change. Y is from, so this is the y change, this is the y2, right? So this part is the y change. And the x2 minus x1 is the x change, right? This is the x2. So this is called x change. So actually it's equal to y change over x change. Or sometimes we call the vertical change. Vertical change over horizontal change. The vertical change is we also call the rise. The horizontal change we call the run, right? From this point to this point, we run x2 minus x1 distance, then we will be rise by y2 minus y1. So this is the formula you should memorize. Right? It's very important to locate the index. They should have the same order of the index. So here is 2, here 1. So here must be 2, here must be 1. Right? And here, if 1 first, then 2, then you must have 1 first, then 2 for the denominator. So you should have the same order. Now let's look at some examples to see how to calculate the slope. So this is one example. If you have 2 points, 6, 1, and 6, -4. Okay, so for this are 2 points on the line. So what is the slope? What is the slope? So the slope is the y, if this is the x1, y1, and this is the x2, y2. So y2 minus y1, so which is y2 minus y, this is the formula, over x2 minus x1. So this is -4 minus 1, and 6 minus 6. Then you will see it's equal to -5 over 0. But we notice that the denominator is 0. What does this mean? This means this slope is undefined. So a slope is undefined. That means this straight line is a vertical line. Is a vertical line. So if we have another example, we have 1, 2 points and 3, 4 points on the line. So what is the slope? Slope is, if this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. So it's y2, 4 minus 2, x2 minus 3 minus 0. y2 first, then x2 must be the first. Okay, so this will be 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. So the slope is 1. So now let's look at some special forms for the straight line. And we have learned this is the ax plus by equals c. Right? This is called the standard form of a straight line. Standard form. We have another form which is called a slope interceptor form, which can be written as, if we solve for this one for y, you can always write this one as some forms like m times x plus b. This is called slope intercept form. What does this mean? This means the slope. If you have this equation, you can get many informations directly. The slope, which is equal to n, which is the coefficient for the x term, and the y-intercept, y-intercept, which means x equals 0, y equals b. So we can get this result directly. 0b would be the y-intercept. Right? So now let's look at this example. If you have a standard form of a straight line, what is the slope? Find the slope. How to find the slope? It's not hard. We just solve for y for this equation. So we subtract 3x on both sides. So this is 4y equals 11 minus 3x. So then we divide by 4. Y equals 11 over 4 minus 3x over 4, so which is 3 over 4 times x, right? So we write this one as this form, x terms first. So y equals negative 3 over 4x plus 11 over 4. So what does this mean? This means from this equation, we know the slope is the coefficient for x, so which is the slope is negative 3 over 4. Now let's look at the other examples. We want to find the slope-interceptor form for the equation of a line which has the m equals negative 4 and the y-intercept which is 0, negative 7. So it's kind of quick. If you are familiar with the slope-intercept form, then this b would be the y coordinate for the y-intercept. M is the slope, so we can get this equation directly. Y equals m equals negative 4, so it's negative 4 times x plus b. B is the y coordinate plus negative 7, right? So that's right. This would be negative 4x minus 7. So this is the slope-interceptor form. The next special form, which is called slope point form. So that means if you have a straight line, we know the slope is n. And we also know another point, which is called x1, y1. We can find the equation for the straight line by the slope point form. How to find it? So which is y minus y1, the y coordinate for the given point on the line, equals m times parentheses x minus x1. x1 is the x coordinate for this given point. So this is called the point slope point form or point slope form. Right? Let's look at an example. So if we have a line with the slope m equals 3, and we know this line passes through the point 1, negative 2 point. What is the equation for this line? So we want to find the two equations. One is called the standard form equation. The other one is called slope interceptor form. Okay? So we know the slope, we know the point, we can always what? We can always find using the point or slope point form to find the equation, right? From this equation, we can try to get the standard form of the line and the slope intercept form of the line. So the equation here is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, right? We plug in here y minus the given point is negative 2. So minus negative 2 equals m equals 3, x minus 1. So let's simplify it. This one is y plus 2 equals 3x minus 3, right?
So now let's find the standard form. Okay. Let's find the standard form. So the standard form is given by ax plus by equals c, right? So in other words, x terms, y terms are one on the left side and the constant term is on the right side. So we subtract 3x, okay? So it's y minus 3x plus 2 equals negative 3. Then we subtract 2. So y minus 3x equals negative 5. Okay, let's write x terms first. So it's negative 3x plus y equals negative 5. So this is called the standard form. Okay, so from the standard form, we can find the slope intercepted form. We just solve for y. So we subtract plus 3x on both sides. So it would be y equals negative 5 plus 3x. Let's put the x first. Y equals 3x minus 5. This tells us that the slope is 3. The intercept is 0, negative 5. Right? So this is called slope intercepted form.